Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is MrBigmick, and I am here with a patch 4.2 video. My apologies for being so late. Sorry. It took me a little bit to formulate things in my head. I wanted to get a good impression on 4.2, and I did not get into the PTR in case you guys didn't notice. But overall, I don't know what to think of 4.2. I'm not sure whether I'm disappointed or happy. I mean, I like that we got a new raid, but I don't like that it's this easy. I don't like that the previous raids, tier 11 normals, got nerfed out the ass. I don't like that we didn't get anything other than this one raid, because apparently dailies are more exciting. Who told you dailies are more exciting than a dungeon? Dungeons are fun. Dungeons are go in here, do these strategies, and hopefully kill a boss while cooperating with other people. Dailies are go in here and kill these 5 mobs. Click a tooth and howl. Do that. And then you'll go in front of this portal, click the tooth again, except apparently it's a different tooth that you magically had in your bags as well, and a guy will pop out and you kill him. Those are 2 of the dailies. That is one of the dailies and one of the follow-ups. And dailies just aren't fun. The one cool thing about the dailies is that they're actually giving you a sense of progression and a feeling of momentum. The thing how the Firelands Quest hub works is when you start it by trying to go into the Firelands. Now that fails because your attack gets pushed back by one of the Druids of the Flame. She ends up pushing you back, and you, alongside Humul Rune Totem and Malfurion Stormrage and a few others, end up beating her up, and she takes off. Now she comes into play later, but your attack gets pushed back. The Firelands forces push forward, so you spend 3 days gathering tokens by doing cleanup duty. Then, after these 3 days, you start to do sort of a push. Now, Bragnar sends one of his lieutenants. He sends Lord Ryloth your way, and your guys are like, oh my god, we're probably boned here. And Malfurion's like, I have an idea. And he does his whole Birdman thing and starts casting a spell. And they're like, no, Malfurion, we need to fight. And Humul's like, shut up, bitch, we know what we're doing. And Malfurion resurrects Malorn. For those of you who don't know, Malorn is probably one of the most powerful ancients. He was killed back in the War of the Ancients by Archimonde, one of the 2 lieutenants to Sargeras. And yeah, he put up a good fight. He ended up having his neck broken when he tried to save Cenarius. Cenarius is his son, and apparently Malorn, that is the mate of Elune, the goddess of the Night Elves. So yeah, the dude's good. He also has Ysara, the green dragon aspect, in love with him, because when he died, she went insane, opened her eyes, which is one of the few times she's ever opened her eyes, and killed everything, and went over to his corpse and cried. And yeah, so he gets brought back, kicks the crap out of Ryloth, and then you push forward into the Firelands itself. Once you're there, you begin to try and grow something called the Sentinel Tree. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to grow a tree in the elemental plane of fire, but it takes a bit of work, and the fire people are like, no, we're not going to let you do that. So they immediately begin to try and fight back, and you spend the first good chunk of time trying to push them back, just to get yourself a foothold, to get any sort of breathing room. I'm sorry, had a weird moment there. But you try and push them back to try and get any sort of breathing room, and according to what I've seen, you end up being fairly successful with that. Now, once you're in there, you try and unlock the Shadow Wardens and the Druids of the Talon. I recommend going with the Druids of the Talons just simply because of the fact that they're freaking cooler. They're birds who fly around and shoot wraith spells at people, whereas the Shadow Wardens are people in weird clothing, robes, and circular swords that loop around. I don't know. I know the lore, I just don't feel like going into it. But it gives you a sense of momentum, because the more you do in there, the bigger the tree grows. And the more you do, the further back Ragnaros' forces actually get pushed. And the more you actually have as a drive, the more you guys have in order to push forward. Now, it's cool that they did that, but I'm depressed that they didn't put anything else in. They just said, here's a questing hub, have fun. It's better than a dungeon. No, it's not. I like dungeons. I am at heart a hardcore raider. I raid. It is my favorite thing in this game. It is the one aspect of this game I enjoy more than anything else. And they tossed in one raid that isn't really all that difficult. Several of the bosses just aren't hard. I believe OMFG Kata, Jesse Cox, him and his guild downed Belethak in 3 tries. 3 tries! That is absurd. On day 1, 220 guilds beat Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. That's depressing. That is freaking sad. The fact that they actually beat Ragnaros on day 1. Just, oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm losing faith in Blizzard and just what they're doing. Just the nerfs to tier 11, the easy dungeon, and the fact that they compensated, the fact that they didn't put in another dungeon by putting in a daily quest hub. It's absurd. Now, I'm not going to go quit in WoW because of this, because it's a game I'm invested in, both emotionally, time-wise, and knowledge-wise, and it's a game I still like at heart. I know it sounds weird because I just ranted and raved, but still, I don't know. I'm going to try and get you guys some raid footage and see if I can get you guys a guide, maybe. I'm still working on full fraps. I am not exactly a wealthy individual. I think full fraps is $37, which, if you're a broke college student, is quite a bit of cash. But anyway, I'll see if I can get you guys some of that. I would also like to get you guys the milestone points in the daily quest hub things, such as the Shadow Wardens, the Druids of the Talon, so on and so forth. And I'll see if I can do that. If anything, just in chunks. I'll get you guys what I can. I do have an external hard drive, which should be on the way soon, which will make recording so much easier for me. But in the comment section below, I'd like you guys to let me know what you thought was best and worst about the Firelands patch, Rage of the Firelands as they call it, and I would like you guys to just let me know. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. Thumbs up, subscribe, thumbs down, don't subscribe, don't thumb, don't do anything. It's really up to you. It's a free country, And until next time, good night, and above all, good hunting.